joins the Antisocial Network.
Yeah. Mask up, stay 6 feet apart.
Yeah, right.
And we meet again.
Hello.
We have a very special guest. He has multi-million followers, but I want to remind him now that we can only accommodate 10 guests on this platform.
I won't bring anybody with me.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad we got that cleared up. But his name is, we'll just call him, we'll reveal his real name later in a bit, but he's the Dadbod Veteran.
The one and only.
If you love to look through reels and on Facebook or
and
TikTok and laugh and find he's a man. You might recognize his beard. You might recognize him by his hat and his witty dadisms. So welcome, Jon.
Thank you guys. Really appreciate being here.
It's nice to have a fellow Gen Xer on.
Yeah, I mean we're a dwindling group, obviously. So it's good to hang out with like-minded people.
Yeah.
Right. So we should say that.
Now there are less of us than the boomers, birth-wise, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all the boomers' fault.
Absolutely. Everything's the boomers' fault.
That's a good ethos, I guess, to go by. But the Dadbod or the Gen X Takeover Tour is coming to Cincinnati as part of a wider tour. In August, and
August 9th. Thank you for adding the date in Cincinnati. We really appreciate that.
You know, the little secret, I'm actually originally from Ohio, so I kind of have a heart for you guys. But this is our second stop in the great state of Ohio. We did Cleveland last year when we first started kicking this tour off. So we're happy to be back and happy to be playing at the good old Hard Rock.
Right downtown, right next to the jail, conveniently.
Yeah, we've actually never been to this particular venue before.
Let's say the Natty got a Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Well, it's been okay. It started as a horseshoe.
Then it was Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Hard Rock.
I drove by one. It was down by the Greyhound station.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's going to be in the ballroom, I believe. But they do set up a stage outside for live shows and stuff. So
we don't do outside.
Yeah.
Not in y'all's heat and humidity either.
No. I mean,
it doesn't sound comfortable at all.
No.
Gen X doesn't like uncomfortable now.
Most of the outside is like maybe in the fall.
Yeah.
I don't think
concerts and stuff like that. Yeah, I can see that.
Right. Yeah.
Not a bunch of old people who want to sit down and enjoy a beverage and laugh and not be uncomfortable. And they may have hemorrhoids. They may have back pain. They may have knee pain.
They don't need swamp ass on top.
They don't need swamp ass on top of it.
Yeah, I don't feel the hemorrhoids encourages the sitting, but
yeah. It's just we're gonna make it very comfortable for everybody involved with air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Yeah, we saw I think we saw Lewis Black at the ballroom.
Oh wow.
No, I thought we saw him at the no, we saw him at Music Hall Ballroom.
I'll let you have that, even though I vehemently disagree.
Really?
I just don't want to argue.
Okay, never mind.
Brings up one of my dad's old dumb jokes. Can't dance in these tight pants. Ain't no ballroom.
Yeah.
But Lewis was.
They actually hold balls there. Maybe New Year's.
Do they hold balls anymore? Yeah, I mean policemen.
Yeah, well, they hold like dances and ball.
I can't refrain from childish jokes. Stop with the holding balls.
It's easy. It's easy. Maybe they have competitive ballroom dancing in there.
Maybe
go forth, Aaron. Could be. I wouldn't mind watching that.
You can hold golf balls. That's the first one that jumped to mind.
Golf balls.
Golf balls.
Sure.
Yeah. We could go on like this for quite a while.
How many ping pong balls do you think they could fit in that room?
In the ballroom?
I've got 30 in a plastic bag about this big.
Okay.
Okay, so now you can just take your plastic bag and extrapolate that.
We need about 1 million plastic bags.
It's a shitload.
That might be a lot.
Yeah.
That might be a lot more than it really could hold, but who knows? I never did the M&M thing. Like count the M&Ms in the jar. I was never any good at that. I'd be like 50, and they're like, dude, it's like a 5-gallon jug. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
So I never
Thing
won that
jump
prize.
50 from here to here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even try to count. I just guessed an astronomically stupid number.
Yeah.
And actually, I placed second once. So that was cool.
And in this humidity, your M&Ms are going to
I
melt.
got
Yeah.
I got a cafeteria, a $5 cafeteria gift card at my
Wow.
work for guessing second.
Wow.
That's hot
That's
stuff.
I know.
Is that
Excitement.
2 slices of pizza?
No,
Like
one.
half a coffee?
One? It was a $5 slice back
Yeah.
then?
No, 2 or 3 coffees. What do you mean? Well, it wasn't that long ago.
Oh, I thought you
Actually, they didn't have pizza then, though. So, I got a breakfast sandwich and a coffee.
No, okay.
So, John, you come from a background in the military, right? You're
I do.
former
I do.
Navy.
Navy.
Oh, my
Back
nephew's in the Navy.
in the 90s. Yeah, I've got myself and then 2 of my sons are in the Navy. Or well, one of them is still in the Navy, the other one's already out. But yeah, we're a Navy family. The missus was Air Force, but we'll forgive her.
Yeah.
Also, entire military, the whole family. Okay.
Well, we've got 5 kids total, so 3 kids decided not to.
Oh.
Two out of the 5 went there. But yeah, only Navy.
I mean, what's your age range on the kids?
27 down to twin 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds. They're 21 now. Yeah.
Oh, that must have been fun.
They're all older, which is great.
Yeah, but you almost
Well,
have like 5 teenagers at once, close to 5. My friend had 4 teenagers at one time.
We did. We were pretty for a period there. We had 3 in the house, and that was a lot. 3 teenagers in the house in high school at the same time, but they were all boys, so it wasn't that bad. The girl was the oldest, and she got out first, so that's great. Just left with boys. Boys are relatively easy as long as you can deal with stinky feet and bad bathroom policies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But girls are emotional and they do all those things.
Yeah, my the friend I was talking about had a 15-year-old girl and a 13-year-old girl at the same time. A 17-year-old boy and a 19-year-old boy who might as well have been 12. So, he's amazing now, but at 19, his brain still it wasn't finished.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I have one of those too.
Yeah.
So how did you get into the social media? I guess you didn't settle on reels and this type of stuff at the outset, or did you? I mean, how did you get into that?
This is a complete accident. This is actually all of my youngest son's fault. So I've been a dad since I was 18. That's when I had my first. And my youngest was leaving for the boot camp, and he was supposed to leave in August, right after he graduated high school. And the Navy came back and offered him a cash bonus if he was going to leave early, and he couldn't refuse it. So 2 weeks after he graduated high school, he decided he was going to take his cash bonus and leave. Now, we were supposed to spend the whole summer together so I could properly accommodate myself to being an empty nester. And that didn't happen, obviously. So I was a little depressed, a little bummed out. I started making videos on my porch as kind of a therapeutic way of, dealing with my empty nester syndrome. And what I was doing originally was I was doing videos of me telling stories about the way the world used to be when we were kids, drinking from the water hose and, be home by the street lights coming on and,
Exactly.
Parents, do you know where your kids are at 10
your
p.m.?
bike, wherever you are, you better be home by the lights coming on.
Right, exactly. So telling some humorous stories about that to kind of create this library of stories of what the world was like when I was a kid. For my grandchildren, which I still don't have. My kids all owe me grandchildren. And it kind of caught on. And after I started telling the stories for a while, somebody sent me a video and they said, "Hey, what does the dad bod think about this?" And it was a video of a kid asking, how did they deliver pizza before GPS? They had the map on the wall. And I said, they had the map on the wall and the big thing.
Call the map, bitch.
Yeah, they knew how to get there, and then they just gave them the money, and it happened. It's mind blowing, and everybody loved it. They loved it. So then they started sending me more videos and asking me more, things like, what does the dad bod think about this? What is it? And that's how it kind of took off. And it was never intended for this to be anything other than therapy to me. And now it's a whole business, which is I like to tell everybody
Mind-boggling.
this is the dumbest
for
thing
you.
I've ever been a part of in my life. It is literally the dumbest thing because
Yeah.
I don't have an employer per se when I do this. I mean, I still have a regular job, but I don't have an employer on this side, and people are, there's money to be had if you sit on your porch and make stupid videos that are relatable to people of our generation. It's the dumbest thing I've ever been a part of, but I'm so happy to be here.
Well, I mean, you're being modest, but
Yeah, good for you.
obviously you have the charisma to pull it off. You got the persona, the beard,
The comedic timing, which
Yeah,
cannot
so-
be taught.
Yeah.
it's not every,
Well, I
like if
appreciate
I were
that.
to do it, I would probably go out and be loaded with ums and ahs and what am I going to say now? And that type of
Well, there was, I mean, if you watch the old stuff, it
It's not
was,
monetized.
Yeah, right.
there was a lot of trial and error. I'll be honest with you, because I was a little dumb when I first started doing this. And when you do it every day for now going on 4 years in a row, you get better at it. You get better at the ums and ahs, and you edit and you learn how to do all the tricks in the trade to try to make this look better. So in my personal opinion, I don't think that there's a bar for anybody to not be able to get into doing this if they have the right niche of a pitch. That's kind of the most important part. You can develop yourself along the way, because I promise, if you watch that very first video, you'll be like, what the heck were you doing? And
Yeah.
how did this turn into this? And it just was over time adapting and improving, and always focusing on making every video, the next video, better.
How did you
Yeah.
settle into the affected accent? It sounds kind of like John Cleese meets David Attenborough.
Yeah, and there's been so many people who have tried to put a label on what that accent is. All it is it's just an accent that I created. I've always done accents my whole life. It's just kind of a safe space that I go to talk to people whenever I get uncomfortable or whatever. And that particular accent was the accent that I created in my head of, if I was being told a story as a little kid, the voice I'd love to hear it from. That's all it is. And everybody says it's a little bit of Sean Connery, it's a little bit of Gandalf, it's a little bit of Delios from the movie 300, it's a little bit of a lot of things. The closest I've heard it is, like, people call it this transatlantic accent from like the Titanic era. That's the closest I've heard, but it's not really anything defined me trying to mimic anything. It's just a voice that I thought grandkids would like to hear a story from in a comedic way. And it's changed a little bit over the time, but it's pretty much the exact same that it was when we started with. It's just that voice. And now it's more slapstick and more undertone, jabby kind of stuff, picking on the way kids are today, which I love. It's very enjoyable.
You're kind of speaking the quiet parts out loud for Gen Xers.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Is everybody's very happy that I say what they're thinking, but I do it in a way that isn't offensive. It's kind of like the Disney movies now, right? Disney movies all have these undertones in them, and if you pay attention and if you're listening, you can hear the undertones. But if you're not, it's just funny and cute.
Kind of like, I know this isn't Disney per se, but Madagascar.
Yep, Madagascar. All of them, they all have these little undertones. All the animated movies all have undertones because they want adults to watch them, and that's kind of what he does.
And they know adults are going to have to watch them at some point.
Exactly.
Over and over. And
either that, or they're going to put them on and leave the room and go do something else.
Yeah.
No, what is it? When we saw Madagascar in the theater, and when the lion attacks the zebra, and Mutual of Omaha theme song comes on.
Yep.
And people of a certain age in the theater, they're all like, they'll start laughing. Okay. And this kid, probably 4 or 5 years old, yelled, "Don't laugh! He's trying to eat his friend." And of course, that just makes us laugh even harder.
Yeah.
And that was just such a moment.
What about the Mutual Omaha moment?
Right.
That was
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the theme song was what made us start laughing. And then the kid, just made it worse.
Yeah.
So everybody laughs harder. The kids, I think the
kid tagged your joke for you.
Please, Aaron?
The kid tagged your joke for you.
Mm-hmm. It was a beautiful moment. And I mean, do you explain that to the 5-year-old or no? Who knows?
Yeah. No, let him ride. Let him ride with it.
Yeah. When
They'll get it later in life.
When Haley was young, she and Luca were at a movie. I think it was something that she was too young to really be watching. It was while you were sleeping. And
yeah.
the guy was in a
I
coma.
love that movie.
And I think they said he was going to lose a testicle, something like that. And she said, "What's a testicle?" And then she said a little louder, "What's a testicle?" And then finally she shouts, "What's a testicle?"
After the movie.
Naturally, the theater broke up.
After the movie, of course. It's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
So when you were in the, were you deployed?
Oh yeah. Did 2 deployments, both to the Mediterranean Sea on aircraft carriers. Good times. I actually had a really good time. Got to go see the world before I was 24, really. So I got to travel like nobody else. So Navy was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. As far as straightening me out, because I was a little bit of a punk when I was younger.
Yeah, I wish that had worked for both my brothers.
Yeah. It gives you a little bit of drive, motivation, and discipline, and keeps you squared away, at least for the first couple formidable years of your adult life, and then you get thrown to the wolves back in the civilian world and fight or flight, just like everybody else.
Yeah,
that's right. Your brother Danny was in the Navy for sure. Your other brother too?
Danny joined the Navy to become a Navy SEAL. Brad joined the Army, and he ended up being a Ranger. Nice. He was aiming for Green Beret, but he didn't finish before he left. So.
Now, remember Michael Schleben, Aaron, that would come back home from the Marines occasionally, and then him and Mooney would have like a annual fist fight. They're like best friends, but they would have a throwdown fist fight like every other time.
Don't remember the fist fights necessarily. I do remember the Schlebens.
I can understand why you might not remember, but yeah, I do remember. But I wonder, do you have any? And it might be a reach, John. But did you have any like knockdown fist fights with Marines, a big bar, or anything like that? Like you see in the movie?
No, I tried to stay away from the Marines as much as possible because I knew their reputation, and I'm like kind of a peacemaker instead of the fight maker. And I was always, whenever I went out with the boys when we got drunk, it was always just to have fun and hang out. I mean, we did stupid stuff like we reenacted the Top Gun scene where they're singing in the bar. That's the kind of guys that we were when we hung out. So even if we had Marines with us, they knew that we were all a relaxed group of people, and we're just out to have fun and hang out. Not here to ruffle feathers and do stupid stuff at the bar. They get you in a lot of trouble, especially when you're overseas.
My dad was a Marine, and he considered being a Marine a path to being able to help enforce peace.
As all Marines
he had the skills to keep it peaceful.
That's right.
That's why he saw it.
At the same time, you'd have a hell of a time watching the Sands of Iwo Jima or any kind of.
Yeah, he couldn't watch it. He was in Korea.
Okay.
So he couldn't watch, certain movies he just couldn't watch.
Yeah.
Others he loved. Loved a good war movie, loved a good science fiction battle, Yeah. But the reality situations like Pork Chop Hill and things like that.
Yeah.
I believe he was there.
Gotcha.
I never got that clear. He would talk to my brothers a lot, but not so much me. Basically, his military information that was imparted to me was how to kill a man 7 ways with a pencil. 7. Because he said, well, you're going to be pretty. Here's how to kill a guy.
It's an essential skill, I guess.
Yeah. So I do, of course, still know how to do that.
That's good. That's good.
No, well, she's not had to pull any kind of writing utensil on me yet until now.
Yeah, and his reasoning with the writing utensil was twofold. One, if you get questioned in court, why were you carrying a knife? Were you expecting trouble? No one's expecting trouble while carrying a pencil. Number 1. Number 2, lead tipped, so poison.
Wow, that's dark.
So 20 years down the line, you know.
Aren't they like graphite now, though?
Yeah, but this was when I was 7. So
Well, we're older, yes.
yeah,
No,
we're 10 years older than you.
No, you're not.
No, we're not.
Well, more.
I'm 50.
I'm
I'll be
58.
57 in September.
Okay. And Philip is 57 and I'm 58. So we're more than 10 years older. Is that better, Aaron?
No, you're like 1 year older.
Mm-mm.
You're 10 years older than
No,
me.
he's 45. Aren't you
Oh, you're
45?
I'm 46. I'm 46.
Older than you. Okay.
Yeah, older than me.
I thought you were saying that I was 10 years younger than you. I'm like,
No,
I went
no,
to school with
I was
Phil.
speaking to
We're the
our
same
guest.
age.
All right,
Well, I'm glad we clarified.
Now we're on
that.
the. I'm on the trolley. Okay.
New
Yeah.
subject.
let's herd these cats here
Yeah.
for a minute.
Squirrel.
All right, so John, I understand. I did read an article about you that said that you played guitar. So music is a huge part of our podcast. So, like, how did you pick up guitar? What is some of your what kind of music do you like?
Oh my God, it was the pandemic. Had nothing better to do. And you know what was great was everybody was selling their guitars for really cheap on
Really?
Reverb and stuff like that.
Yeah, they couldn't afford to live. They needed the food.
Yeah, so I went on a shopping spree, and I've got like, I don't know, 10 or 12 acoustics and 2 electrics. They're all lefties, so because I'm a lefty. But it's I'm a advanced campfire player. I'm nothing special. I tried to do a couple open mics, and the nerves got to me. But I just pick and play whenever I want to, just as kind of a therapeutic situation. A lot of like 90s rock and stuff like that is what I try to play, but in an acoustic fashion.
Alice in Chains.
Yeah, Alice Rooster is one of my favorite ones to play
Okay.
on acoustic.
Yeah, when I was in junior high, the music teacher was trying to show people basic guitar, and I'm a lefty, and for whatever reason, the music teacher could not stand seeing someone play left. So they literally sent me, I can't remember if it was a man or a woman at this point, but they literally sent me into the back room with a boy who could already play so that he could show me how to play because couldn't stand watching it.
Well, that's
So there I am alone with a teenage boy.
that SG I just showed you is very similar. I got it for $20.
And he didn't try a damn thing.
It's in perfect condition, but I haven't picked up the ball.
Right,
It's
right.
kind of just been an
Yeah,
ornament.
we got it for, what was it, $20?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it for
Hey,
$20.
there's nothing wrong with just collecting them. Who says you got to play them? I've got a couple that I've never played before.
Yeah.
The opportunity was right to get a left-handed Johnny Cash, and
Oh,
I did.
wow. Now, was
Yeah.
he left-handed or was it his brand?
No,
no, it's just his brand. It's just a
Okay. I
it's
didn't-
just strung that way.
Right.
Strung
yeah,
and
it's a Martin. It's a Martin lefty.
I guess the pick guard
Yeah.
or whatever would be on
Yeah.
the other side.
Yeah.
Switch a string.
And that
down.
could be that's a collection,
I do feel
you know,
a little guilty thinking there might be a kid out there that could take that
and learn to
and
play.
learn to, really shred, be a great guitarist.
Well, you were doing great. He was watching some YouTubes,
That's on YouTube.
and I thought he was doing very well.
Marty
but
Music
I am
on
telling
YouTube.
you. So
Watch Marty Music on YouTube. He's great. He's a great
Marty
teacher.
Music?
Yeah, Marty Music.
he was watching a girl, a young woman.
You made that sound pretty lurid. She was
I'm
just
sorry. She was teaching guitar. She was fully dressed, teaching, not all made up. I mean, I'm sure she had some makeup on, so she could put on makeup like me.
Right.
But
But yeah, I feel guilty because I haven't, held on to this guitar and it's just like a paperweight. But
I'm a lefty, so I don't feel so guilty because nobody, there's very few lefties in the world. So
I'm
just
sure you
leave
could
them
get
in my
your
collection.
$20 back anytime.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get your $20 back.
yeah, the fact that 50% of the people on this podcast are left-handed is kind of amazing.
Rare anyway.
Very rare.
Well, I would say it's a good ornament because it's not even on display. It's just kind of in a corner. But
Yeah.
You just got to get.
Well,
you
I
can go on Etsy and get yourself a little nice fancy wall hook for it.
Yeah, hang it next to.
Yeah,
Johnny
we
Cash.
actually already
Yeah.
have that.
no, we don't. I don't think.
Yeah, I
For
bought
the
you one.
guitar.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but I bought you one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
just
got one for
moved.
each one of mine. It looks like a guitar pick, and then it has its brand etched in it. They're really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. We got to get some. We got to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a guest that comes on. His name's Dean Simone. He's the lead singer of a cover band. It's pretty, they get a lot of work in California.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got that SG last time he was on. He's going to be real disappointed because he's scheduled to come on again. And he's going to be disappointed to learn that I haven't done shit with it.
Yeah.
When's he come on again? You got some time to learn a few.
About 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's time to learn.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Yeah,
I say you
for
should,
sure.
you should,
I don't
you
know if
should
you
do
can
an
play
hour
Rooster
a
by
day.
then, but
An hour a day?
And now, if you do an hour a day, you could pick it up in a couple of weeks, at least to get through like one song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe I should learn to play something from what's the album, the Steely Dan album we're gonna do.
don't pick a Steely Dan song, man.
That's too heavy.
What do you guys recommend?
Let me
Pick
learn the
something you
new
love.
major chord and
Yeah, exactly. Pick something you love that's 4 chords.
just drop
Okay.
the ninth. And I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, I guess they are kind of
Yeah,
sophisticated.
they invented a weird chord known as the Steely Dan chord.
The Steely Dan chord.
Yeah, it's called the mu major. And yeah, pick a simple.
Yeah.
Right.
Pick a band that uses standard chords. I don't know what to
Sex
recommend.
Pistols or something.
Uh,
2 chords.
well,
There's an app
That's-
called what
two
is it
chords and the
called?
truth.
What's this app called
There you
that I use? It's really good. Not Guitar Tune. What is it? Guitar Tab. It's just called Guitar Tab. Ultimate Guitar. It's a great app that you can get any song that you want and have the chords to it, and it's kind of dummy proof.
It's the time
Okay.
commitment that's the issue, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
We,
it.
Like I said, during COVID, I had all the time in the world, so
Right.
it was great. And
Right.
I don't really have time now. So
Well, I mean, okay, so have you thought about branching off on your reels into like introducing original music to it?
the problem is you get pigeonholed as a character. And I've ventured off a couple times, like we did our own podcast and I've done some other things. I've tried to bring in new accents and stuff like that. It doesn't fly because the audience is so used to this and the way that I portray myself now. That even when I don't use my voice and I just use this voice, my 9 to 5 voice, they get all weird about it. So if I did want to do something like that, I'd probably start a completely different channel and go that route. But honestly, I don't have the time for it right now. Between making reels every day, which you've got to feed the machine every day, and the tour and everything else that's going on, no, I can't make another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big's
Now-
your tour? How often do you have a stop?
It's getting heavy. So August will be the first time we play back-to-back shows, because before we go to Cincinnati, we're going to be in Atlantic City playing at Caesars. And then we get a week off, and then we'll be up in Boston. But we're picking up more shows. So September, we're going to do Washington, D.C. October, we will do Seattle and Charleston, South Carolina down here at my hometown. And then
Mostly
right
weekend?
after that, we're going to Cancun, and then we're going to cruise. And then next March, we have 7 shows that month. So it's basically every weekend is back-to-back.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
so yeah, our
Busy
tour
schedule.
manager is doing a good job selling us. And it's
You'll be
a
able to-
blast. It's a
You got
blast.
You got a 9 to 5 also, you said?
For now, probably won't have one by the end of the year because we're just getting too much work that I can't really give it the time that it needs. So
Yeah.
it might be time to just jump on this bandwagon full steam.
Yeah,
Nice.
imagine must be leaping on the planes Friday night.
Yeah. It's a weird problem to have, like I said, being that this is the dumbest thing I've ever done before in my life. But we're at that age where we either leap on it and try it and fail at it, or maybe we'll be successful at it. But if we don't, we sure will will regret it. So
Yeah, I wouldn't self-describe it as dumb, but
I think it's dumb. I think, just from a
yeah,
working a
How
corporate
we
job
were
kind of.
raised standpoint.
it's
Yeah,
yeah, it's not what you expected going into it. Maybe
No, the fact that it's even a thing is dumb. I mean, if you think about it from our perspective, of you're going to sit there and talk into your phone for 1 minute,
I'm
throw it
gonna
up.
I'm gonna argue the other side. I'm gonna say the fact that it's a thing is cool.
It is cool.
is
Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. But I just think from my historical mindset is, and my kind of corporate mindset
it's too silly for you to think.
it's silly
seriously
to wrap
about
your mind around the fact that, a couple thousand people are going to come to Cincinnati and see us, the four of us, because we make videos on our phone. The reasoning behind it is very silly.
Oh yeah, when I found out you guys were coming, I was like, yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Lisa was all about it.
So you are my birthday present.
I'll tell you one other thing.
Very early birthday present. I was born in October, but you guys are my birthday present.
Well, I'll see if I can get Slim Sherry to jump out of a cake for you.
There you go.
Cool.
I watched about a half dozen of your videos this morning, so that's my experience coming into this.
Hey,
so
that's
I barely know you, but I dug them.
That's more than others.
Two of them were about Gen X. One of them was about women and their moods going quiet.
Yeah, that's my new series, my daily Dadbod series.
but they're good stuff. They're insightful and funny.
Yeah,
and they all seem short. You stick to short form.
Yeah, stick to short form. Long form's a little bit harder. Like I said, we did a podcast before, me and my sister. Long form's just hard. There's so much effort that goes into it between editing and production and all that stuff. And I have ADD, like old school ADD, the cool before ADD wasn't cool.
Before it was named.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't focus that long. You got me for like a minute. And then I've got like 5 minutes of editing on top of that. So
that's not bad.
That's about what you get me for.
I don't think any of them were more than 2 minutes long, really.
Yeah, I would say each video takes at the worst
minute 40, something like that.
30 minutes total to make between the different runs on it, and then the editing and stuff like that, and then posting. So it's not bad.
Yeah, we saw an episode of your podcast. I assume the millennial is your sister.
Yeah, KJ the millennial. Yeah, and then her husband is BJ. He was kind of my editor when we were doing that, and then of course the missus. She's there as the elder Gen Xer of the group, and pretty much there to just beat on me.
Does she know you refer to her as the elder Gen Xer?
Oh yeah. She tells me all the time. She's like, "Respect your elders," and I'm like, "Yes, ma'am."
I do that too.
That's right. She's my elder.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say what Aaron said before. I'm not a big real listener or watcher either, and I did not know your material, but and I've enjoyed it, reviewing it. But my coworker Nick is, and he's been on the podcast before, but he's kind of like been there, done that. He's like he's not really into it. I told him that you were coming on. He knew who you were instantaneously.
Nice.
He knew exactly who you were. It's like, so
we should see if he and the missus are going to the concert. If they're going to the show, we should maybe hook up for dinner or something.
We'll see. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Oh yeah, the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
Do a little rolling the bones or whatever. Right.
Philip does not enjoy gambling.
No, we went to Vegas. We had quite an argument on the floor of whatever
the casino.
But I was like, "Here's $20."
My last trip to Vegas was a few months ago to see Dead and Company at Sphere, and I watched my friends spend $80, $100, whatever, in a slot machine, and then I drove down to the Pinball Hall of Fame, and it took me about 2.5 hours to spend $20 in quarters.
Yeah, you can go through $100 in 5 minutes if you want to.
Yeah.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
I had a blast with all these old pinball machines and the old video games. It's if you're not into gambling and you're stuck in Vegas, check it out. The Pinball Hall of Fame.
I have been stuck in Vegas many times. Like if I never go back to Vegas, it'll still be too soon.
Yeah, I hear you. But
now,
I also got to recommend Sphere if you get a chance to see a band there.
I've heard about it. I mean, how is overwhelming visuals, or because I'd be worried I'd get like vertigo or something from that.
It is pretty overwhelming visuals. The entire audience at one point was swallowed by a sheet of blotter acid. That was
Wow.
That was exciting.
Hmm.
That it was all little dancing bears, and they started moving. It was a very immersive experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every band's going to do something different, and
Yeah.
it's just really cool.
That is cool. That's
thing.
cool. And I think they're building another one in Dubai.
They are.
Yeah. It's
So you
crazy.
can see a lot of what's going on outside of the sphere, right? You can see a lot of.
If they project it on the outside.
Yeah, they have other stuff on the outside, usually
Yeah.
advertising.
Most of the time, it's usually just a big smiley face. Like I've seen it when I've come into land. It'll be like staring at you as you're coming into land, and smiling at you.
When I was there, it was a running, probably 5-minute loop of all the things coming up there.
Lisa stepped away for a minute.
Okay.
But
they have the Y2 immersive experience, which is basically the Y2 thing without Y2 being there.
Oh my gosh! In Sphere?
Yeah, Y2 had the first residency there.
Yeah. I saw that Kenny Chesney just did one too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fish had the second, and they're my favorite band actually.
Yeah.
But it was like a $500 ticket because
the other thing is Vegas.
They only did 4 shows.
Wow.
Talking about Fish?
Yeah, I think he
I
froze.
think Aaron's locked up. He's on Starlink. Sometimes Elon Musk's had enough and cuts him off.
I heard it just dropped yesterday or something like that.
Yeah, well, and then so that's interesting you mentioned that, because the other day about 3:00 in the afternoon, Aaron sent me a text message saying, "Hey, can you hit Starlink?" And I was like, I couldn't. And word was not coming out very quickly, but apparently Musk turned it off, or he shut down Starlink intentionally for like 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
I forget what the purpose.
Pretty
was.
weird that a guy like that can have that kind of control.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of our company is, we don't use it as our primary ISP or anything, but it's a backup.
Yeah.
So he's not gone away. Musk, he's still squarely in the
in the driver's seat of a lot of stuff.
Right. So we'll wait for Aaron to get back here, but down in South Carolina, what's the? Do you get a lot of local work around there, where you can fill in like comedy clubs and stuff like that, or?
The only comedy I do is on the tour, honestly, because we never set out to be comedians. The whole tour is kind of an accident. It's kind of like this whole social media thing. We were, I've known Slim Sherry for a while. She's been kind of on a parallel path with me. Started at the same time and kind of had the same growth. So we had talked in DMs. We'd never actually met before, and then her and Nick were in Vegas. There he is. He got back. Her and Nick were in Vegas together for the Cheer Choice Awards 2 years ago, and they had met. And they had talked about, getting together to do some Gen X stuff with some other creators. And she reached out to me one day on DM and she says, "Hey, do you want to go to Nashville?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll go to Nashville." She said, "Okay, we're going to meet with Nick Harrison and Kelly Mono and we're just going to hang out." And I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." So we were just going to rent an Airbnb and, eat bonbons and, make videos and, eat pizza and watch rom-coms. That's kind of what our plan was. And then the wives got involved and they said, "No, we're not doing this trip for free. We're going to pimp you out." So they went to a local comedy club there and they said, "Hey, we want to rent your space out and have a concert." Mm-hmm. And so it was this little place called Third Coast Comedy. Yeah, Third Coast Comedy. Little 88-seater place. So we put it up there. We, put the tickets up for sale and they sold out in like 2 hours for the first show. And so we're like, okay, we got to do another show. So we did a second show right after that, and that sold out in like 2 days. So we did, completely booked 2 shows in Nashville, which is unheard of for nobodies. We're a bunch of nobodies, really. And I had never done stand-up comedy until that day. So that was my first time doing stand-up in front of a crowd of people that I didn't know in a state that I was never been there for. And it was nerve-wracking for sure. But then it went great. The whole show went great. All four of us had a good time. Nick is actually the only one who ever did stand-up comedy before that, and is still the only one who has done stand-up comedy outside of the tour. So the other three of us are amateurs at best.
I can't think of anything scarier than the idea.
Oh, it is so freaky. Every time I do it, and I do pretty much a dedicated set. It never changes, but it's still like when we went to St. Louis was 2,200 people, and it was sold out. It was packed house. That was wild. Like you get up on that stage and you just stand there and you're just like, well, there's 2,000 people in this room watching me right now.
Right, right.
I hope I'm funny. But then you've got to remember that you've got 2,000 people that paid money to go see you. Like they're there for you. So they're probably going to laugh at even your bad jokes because they literally came all that way just for you.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, you want to have a good night out. You don't want to feel like you've wasted your money, or you feel like that, anybody that's out there that's like the heck, I find it so disruptive when someone tries to heckle or at a show. It's like, I went and saw Bill Burr, and I saw him at the Gardens, and so it was a big venue, and somebody was giving him shit from the first row, and I feel like some comedians get themselves in trouble by trying to turn it into a joke, and Burr just shut him down. He's just like, they didn't come to see you, get the hell,
Yeah. I go to comedy shows all the time. I just saw Nate Bargatze a couple weekends ago, and I think it depends on the comedian as far as to how well they're going to get heckled. If they open up the conversation with the crowd, I think they're inviting that opportunity. It doesn't mean it's going to actually happen, but if they're just doing like a set, I feel like there's a lot less of an opportunity. Like Nate Bargatze did a set, and nobody even said a word. All he did was laugh and have a good time. But our comedy show is crazy because it's not just the four of us, right? We've got sing-along elements, we've got musical elements in there. It's more like a variety show than just like a true stand-up comedy show. So you guys, I think you're gonna have a blast. If you don't, then don't ever come again. Because we try to make it as entertaining. It's very involved, and it's a bunch of people that all kind of think the same way and are from that same era. So it's definitely a good time. You're gonna.
I'm sure. I'm looking forward to it. So I know we'll have a good time. So why don't we go ahead? So I politely ask at this juncture whether you want to participate in what we call our Elite 8 mini bracket. What it is if you think of the college football tournament at the end of the season.
College basketball, yeah.
College basketball. I mentioned football because John is a college football fan. But
do they do brackets now? I haven't.
I think that's how they do.
Yeah, they do that. There is a playoff now. Yeah, there's college football playoff now.
I think it's 8 teams actually.
It's 12.
But
is it 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
But people don't think of it as like the bracket, though.
They don't think about it as the brackets.
The idea is much simpler. It's more like Marianne versus Ginger.
Yeah, Ginger or Marianne. It's two different things. You pick your preference.
Okay.
Right. So would you be open to doing that?
Sure.
So what I thought, I really agonized over this, but what I thought is after looking at your reels and you must have like a whole garage or like barn back there loaded with coffee mugs with memes on them.
It's my new merch line. All those coffee mugs.
Oh, is it? Okay. So I didn't pull from your merch line. That would probably have been a better idea, but I went ahead and I just found some different memes, coffee mug memes from across the internet, and I thought I would pit them off in our Elite 8 here.
All right.
Sounds good.
So our first matchup of round one is I Miss Drugs versus I Pretend Coffee Helps, but I'm Still a Bitch.
What's the first one? I Miss Drugs?
I Miss Drugs.
Okay. The second one, I Pretend Coffee Helps.
That one, you might remove yourself from that one, Aaron. I mean, you don't miss drugs. I'm just kidding. What would you say?
I don't know, because you know what? I'm not actually a coffee drinker anymore, which you'll understand after you watch the show because I tell a story about that. So
you look like a tea drinker. Yeah.
I'm a tea guy.
Saw the tea bag hanging out.
I have changed. I used to be a coffee drinker. But I do like coffee. I really do like coffee. There's just a long story as to why I don't drink coffee anymore. I don't miss drugs either. I don't miss them. I'm kind of past that. In fact, I've tried some of the, when we were in St. Louis, we tried edible chocolates that Kelly had gotten us, and it really wigged me out.
Yeah,
Really
Okay.
wigged me out.
not
So
a fan of edibles myself.
hard pass on that. I'm good. I'll just stay, have a beer
Yeah,
once in a while and be good with
Can
that.
trigger panic attacks, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when we were at a barbecue, and Kelly was like, "Here, try this little piece of chocolate." I'm like, "I don't want to. Give me the smallest piece." And I did, and then like 30 minutes later, it hit me like a wave, and I was like, "Oh no, we gotta go. We gotta go."
I haven't done anything like that in so long. I mean, edibles were not even in vogue when I did anything.
Yeah, and now they're so potent. It's just
I
insane.
say smoke your smoke. Don't eat smoke.
Smoke your smoke if you're gonna do it, but the way that it hits you is just not for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with the second one.
Okay. Aaron?
I got my coffee right here.
Okay, so that'll be a sweet then.
Going with the bitch.
Got it. All right, so the second matchup, round one. Please cancel my subscription to your issues versus coffee is for closers. And you might have to have an explanation for coffee is for closers because it's a line from the movie Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
I would have guessed Office Space, but yeah, you're probably right.
It's when Alec Baldwin's kind of busting their balls in the office. He's like, "Coffee's, put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers. I'm here for Mitch and Murray."
Every time I've tried to watch that movie, I started it too late and fell asleep.
First prize is a set of steak knives. Second prize is you're fired. Okay, so John, what do I have to repeat it, or do you remember what I said?
No, I'll go with the unsubscribe.
Okay,
Yeah, ditto.
I'm gonna go with coffee is for closers because that was my idea, but well, they're all my ideas, but still. Okay, so
Or at least there are other people's ideas that you found on the internet.
right.
It's the easiest way to do it.
So the third matchup of round one is please wait. Sarcasm still loading. It's a little dot. Please wait. Dot, like you're looking at
It's loading
Gotcha.
bar. Yeah.
sarcasm still loading.
Ellipsis.
Versus I don't have ADD. I just look a squirrel.
Ooh, that's the second one for me. Hard ADD for me.
Okay. I wish Lisa were
Yeah,
here.
that's
because that was-
That's a cup. That's a cup for Lisa right there. The squirrel. one.
Yeah. Let's get this.
What was the other?
Please wait. Sarcasm still loading.
Sarcasm still loading because I don't have ADD. I don't think.
Okay. But still, squirrel moves on.
Yeah.
Final matchup of round one is I like big cups and I cannot lie. Kind of
Is it
adaptation.
on a large? Is it on a really big coffee cup?
Yeah,
I might
It would
steal
be.
that one.
it would be. And of course, that's
Cups
after
are big.
Sir Mix-a-Lot
Yeah.
Yeah.
song from the 80s or 90s. Versus, if you can read this, you're too close to my coffee. And it's all designed like an eye chart. It dwindles down to almost nothing.
Ooh. I
Those
like
might be the
big
two
cups.
best ones so far.
Yeah, those are really good. I like big cups.
Okay. Aaron?
Yeah, I cannot lie.
All right. So I'll throw one to the
To the eye chart.
eye chart, but still,
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Those are both good ones. That would have been
Yeah,
a
those
good
are both
final.
good.
All right, so that's the end of round one. So round two starts off with
Final four.
I pretend coffee helps, but I am still a bitch versus cancel my subscription to your issues. John.
The coffee one.
Okay.
I'm going to go issues. So tiebreaker to Phil.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with issues too.
Ooh.
Sorry, John.
That's all right.
We try to be nice to our guests, but every once in a
No,
while,
it's fine.
got to make a hard choice.
Sometimes I need to be reeled in.
Okay, and then the final matchup of round 2 is I don't have ADD. I just, oh, look, a squirrel versus I like big cups and I cannot lie.
Damn. I'm gonna go with big cups.
Yeah, it's easily big cups for me.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. So now we're down to the finals. In the finals, please cancel my subscription to your issues versus big cups. Cannot lie.
Big
Jon.
cups for the win.
Yeah. Fonda ain't got no motor in the back of her Honda.
Honda.
What's it? My anaconda don't like one if it ain't
unless
got
you got
buns
buns
on
on. Yep.
So big cups it is. I like big cups and I cannot lie. All right. So so I guess we got through that okay. Yeah, that's a good I take that on my coffee mug.
Maybe on one of my coffee mugs soon.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, it's been a blast. We got you in here in about an hour. That's
tell everybody where they can find you and where they can see you. And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you guys are interested in more information, I am the Dadbod Veteran on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, DB Veteran on Twitch if you're interested in watching me play video games. And more information about the tour, genxtakeover.com. And also my page is thedadbodveteran.com, and you can find all the information and links there. So and don't forget to check out the merch store. You get some nice coffee mugs, soon to be. I like big cups.
some of them might be big cups. Yes.
Yeah.
big cups. All right, man. All right, we'll see you on the night then.
All
Gen
right.
X.
Thanks.
Great.
Yeah, Gen X for the win.
Yep.